Have you ever been in a relationship that felt amazing at first, only to slowly realize something wasn't quite right? Falling in love can cloud our judgment and make red flags look like rose petals. But as time goes on, those little things we once ignored start demanding attention. While every relationship has ups and downs, some signs point to deeper problems that may have been there since the very beginning. In today's video, we're diving into 12 early signs your relationship might not last. Not to scare you, but to help you reflect, grow, and choose better for yourself. Because you deserve a relationship that's healthy, balanced, and real. Let's get into it. 1. Your relationship is solely about the romantic pull. Romantic chemistry can be electrifying, but it isn't enough to sustain a relationship long-term. If you and your partner share passion but nothing else, no hobbies, values, or goals, it creates imbalance. Without mutual understanding beyond attraction, conversations become shallow and repetitive. You might find yourselves unsure of what to do together outside of being physically affectionate. Over time, the novelty fades and what's left often feels empty or forced. A lasting bond needs emotional connection, shared interests, and meaningful conversations. Romance should be a spark, not the whole fire. When romance is the only thing holding you together, everything else can start falling apart. It's important to build friendship alongside romantic love for long-term success. 2. You don't like their friends. Friends are often a mirror of who someone is or wants to be. If you find their friends rude, disrespectful, or unkind, it might reflect hidden traits in your partner. Being uncomfortable around their social circle can lead to feelings of isolation or exclusion. It also hints at a lifestyle or set of values that might not align with yours. You may start dreading social events or feel like you're always faking a smile around them. While you don't need to love their friends, mutual respect is essential. If the dislike is intense, it's worth examining why, and if it points to deeper issues. Compatibility includes the worlds you each bring into the relationship. You're not just dating them, you're entering their social universe. If that world feels hostile or toxic, it can be a red flag for things to come. 3. You spend too much time together. Being inseparable at first can feel like a dream, but too much togetherness can be stifling. A healthy relationship includes space for individual growth and outside relationships. When you start skipping plans, neglecting hobbies, or losing touch with friends, it's a warning sign. Overdependence may feel like love, but it often breeds resentment and codependency. Your world shouldn't shrink to one person, no matter how much you love them. Time apart gives each person a chance to recharge and maintain a sense of identity. In the long run, autonomy actually strengthens the relationship. Clinginess can erode attraction, leading to suffocation or emotional fatigue. Love thrives in freedom, not confinement. Balance togetherness with independence for a healthier connection. For your relationship feels one-sided. Relationships thrive on mutual effort. Love needs to be shown, not just said. If you're always the one texting first, making plans, or compromising, take notice. It might signal emotional laziness or even indifference on your partner's part. It's exhausting to carry the emotional weight of a relationship alone. You deserve someone who shows they care through consistent actions, not vague promises. If every gesture feels unreciprocated, it's not love, it's emotional labor. Both people should feel seen, heard, and valued. A one-sided relationship often breeds silent resentment over time. Effort should never be a one-way street. True love looks like teamwork, not a solo performance. 5. You feel controlled when your partner frequently dismisses your choices, interrupts your decisions, or insists on their way. it's a red flag. Control doesn't always show up as yelling. It can be subtle, like guilt-tripping or manipulating outcomes. Over time, you might stop voicing your opinions just to keep the peace. This imbalance leads to walking on eggshells, sacrificing your own needs and identity. A healthy relationship involves mutual decision-making and equal say. Feeling like a passenger in your own life signals disrespect and dominance. It's not about power, it's about partnership. If your partner can't compromise or respect your input, it's not love, it's control. You are not an accessory to someone else's life. Respect should never be optional, it's foundational. 6. You can't be yourself around them. Love should feel like comfort, not a stage performance. If you're constantly self-editing or acting like someone you're not, something's wrong. Authenticity is the bedrock of emotional intimacy. Without it, connection is shallow. It's exhausting to feel like you're performing just to keep someone interested. You may start questioning if they even like the real you. A relationship should empower your personality, not suppress it. You deserve to be seen and loved for who you really are. If you can't be vulnerable or silly or honest without judgment, it's not safe emotionally. Over time, the pressure to perform can break your spirit. You weren't made to be a curated version of yourself. Just you is enough. 7. You don't feel accepted. Criticism disguised as help or constructive feedback can slowly erode your confidence. When your partner frequently suggests you should change how you look, act, or speak, it's not loving, it's controlling. You may find yourself changing your wardrobe, hobbies, or even personality to meet their ideal. But love isn't about molding someone. It's about embracing them as they are. Trying to fit a mold to gain acceptance is a losing game. Eventually, you won't recognize the person in the mirror, and you'll still be chasing approval. Real love celebrates your quirks, doesn't shame them. You shouldn't feel like a project or an upgrade waiting to happen. Being accepted means being valued without condition. You are enough exactly as you are. You fight all the time. Arguments in a relationship are normal, but constant fighting isn't. If small issues regularly escalate into full-blown fights, there's likely a deeper disconnect. Frequent conflict drains emotional energy and creates an unstable foundation. It often indicates incompatible values, poor communication, or unresolved resentment. Some couples mistake intensity for passion, but in reality, it's just chaos. There's no time to enjoy each other when you're always recovering from the last blow-up. Healthy relationships resolve issues calmly and respectfully. You should feel emotionally safe, not always on edge or preparing for the next explosion. Toxic arguing isn't proof that you care. It's proof something's broken. Peace shouldn't feel like a rare luxury in your relationship. 9. You don't trust each other. Trust is the invisible thread that holds a relationship together. It's fragile and essential. If you're constantly suspicious, snooping, or second-guessing your partner, something's off. Whether it's caused by past experiences or current behavior, a lack of trust creates constant anxiety. You start interpreting every text, delay, or tone of voice as a potential betrayal. This leads to paranoia, accusations, and emotional distance. Without trust, there's no true intimacy, just performance and fear. Trust must be built on consistency, honesty, and openness from both sides. And once it's broken, rebuilding it requires time, effort, and real accountability. A relationship without trust isn't romantic. It's exhausting. You need to feel emotionally safe, not suspicious and on guard. 10. They're regularly mean to other people. Pay attention to how your partner treats people they don't need to impress. If they're disrespectful to waitstaff, rude to customer service, or dismissive to strangers, that's a problem. Kindness shouldn't be selective or performative. You might be treated well now, but if cruelty lives in their character, it will show up eventually. Being two-faced in how they treat people is a red flag for emotional immaturity. Ask yourself, are they really kind, or are they strategic with their kindness? Empathy and respect for others should be consistent, not conditional. Don't ignore bad behavior just because it isn't aimed at you. Yet, eventually, that lack of compassion could find its way into your relationship. Character is revealed in the little things. 11. Their passive-aggressive passive aggression is often a sign of emotional immaturity and poor communication skills. Instead of addressing problems directly, your partner may sulk, give silent treatment, or make sarcastic jabs. This creates a toxic dynamic where you're left guessing what's wrong instead of talking it out. Emotional honesty is replaced with confusion, guilt-tripping, or cold shoulders. It can leave you feeling constantly anxious or responsible for their moods. Conflict should be an opportunity to grow closer, not a battlefield of mind games. A healthy relationship requires directness, vulnerability, and respect. You shouldn't feel like you're navigating a minefield every time there's a disagreement. If your partner can't express their needs in a constructive way, it stunts the relationship. Clear, kind communication is non-negotiable for lasting love. 12. The timing isn't right even with love and compatibility. Sometimes life just doesn't align. Maybe one of you is focused on career goals, personal healing, or a major transition. Trying to force a relationship to fit into bad timing is like planting flowers in winter. It won't bloom. Love thrives when both people are emotionally ready and available. If one person is distracted, grieving, or simply not ready, imbalance follows. You'll feel like you're running a race with someone standing still. It doesn't mean either of you is a bad person. It just means it's not the right moment. And that's okay. Sometimes letting go is the kindest, bravest thing to do. Love isn't just about the right person, it's also about the right time. No matter how strong the spark, misaligned timing can extinguish it. No relationship is perfect, but some patterns just can't be ignored. If you noticed any of these signs in your relationship, don't panic. Just reflect. Awareness is the first step toward building something stronger, or knowing when to walk away. You deserve love that doesn't make you question your worth or your peace. Remember, red flags don't fade, they just get harder to ignore. What stood out to you the most in this video? Have you experienced any of these signs firsthand? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. And if this video helped, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.